hi to my friends. This is one of my rescued cats. He had an eye infection when I found him, so he had to have the eye removed. But he's cool. He's cool, isn't he? He's cool. Say hi. Say hi. He's purring, but he doesn't want to stay. You don't want to stay? Okay. So I've been watching a trial. Let's see if anybody comes in. I'm not wearing my glasses. Hang on. I've been watching a trial on, it's on Court TV, but actually the trial is over. Now it's at the jury has the case, and they have to decide, whether um, the defendants are guilty or innocent. So we have to see. But I think the father's going to be found guilty, maybe not the mother. I'll tell you the basis of the case. Is a young girl from Iraq. The family came from Iraq when the girl was 8. Her parents came over here and over to Washington State. So the young girl apparently was rebellious, like many teens are, and she had a boyfriend, and her parents didn't allow her to date, and they didn't like the boyfriend that she had, and a whole bunch of things, and there was the fear that the girl was in fear that her parents were going to take her to Iraq and maybe marry her off to an older man or something, in their culture. Anyway, long story short, there was a confrontation at a bus stop. The young girl ran away from home. She was that terrified. So we have to understand that as well. And things got out of hand. They started arguing, and the father started choking the young lady, his daughter, and he was choking her, but to the point where she blacked out. And meanwhile, of course, her friends were there. Thank goodness it was in public. So her friends were around, and they were, trying to get the guy off of her and punching him and kicking him. And somebody called the police, and it was a big, they have the video. It's a horrific video. Anyway, thank goodness they were able to get the father off of the daughter, and were able to hold him until the police came, and then that's where the case starts. So today's the verdict. Oh, I don't know if today's the verdict. They've been out for 2 days already. The closing arguments were Monday, or Friday, and they've been out Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe part of Monday, but it's been a long time. So and it's against both parents. It's against the father and the mother, because they say that the mother was trying to help the father do away with the daughter. So that's the case, and I'm not putting any opinion in there because I didn't even watch the whole case. It was very long. It's 11 days. It's on the 11th day, but the case itself was about 9 days. But I didn't watch the whole thing, so I can't give an in-depth analysis. But I think the father's going to be found guilty of something, second-degree attempted murder, something, because you can't strangle your daughter to blackout point, and she had some reversible damage done to her throat. It's reversible. She will get better, but at first she couldn't even talk. She tried to talk after she was saved, and she came to. She was blacked out. Then while she was just coming to, her mother was grabbing onto her and had her arm around her neck, but she wasn't squeezing. So that's why some are arguing, no, she was going to comfort her daughter, because that's what the defense says. And then, of course, the prosecutor says, no, the mother was trying to finish what the father had started. So it's probably somewhere, both sides are going to go to the extremes, of course, to make their case. So, but I honestly think the father needs to go to jail, to prison, to let him know you can't treat your children like that. You can't force them to marry people they don't want to marry. And I mean, you can in some countries, but you can't kill your child for being rebellious. I understand it must be hard to be a parent. I've had stepkids, so I've had some experience with rebellious teens, and I know they can be a handful, but I mean, it gets to a point where, you have to give a little bit. Maybe he was too strict, and maybe that's why she rebelled. There's a lot of maybes. There's a lot of maybes, but I'm trying to be objective. Uh, so anyway, the verdict, let's hope they come back with a verdict today. They've already been out 2 days, and all we can do is wait. So Court TV is running other, oh, did someone chat? Hello. Oh, hello, Jalissa. Hi. Yeah, long time no see. I know. I might go back to ASMR. I don't know. I don't have anything. I feel like if I do a video, I have to do something with some interesting content, not just me blabbing about boring things in my life and this and that, you know. So that's why I thought I'd come on. And so I'm following the case, Washington versus Ali and Ali. And it's a very compelling case. And it's going to set a precedent as well, because, you know, honor killings, you know, are they allowed? If somebody comes here with from their culture, and in their culture, honor killings are allowed as law in Sharia law. Are we supposed to respect that? Are we to go so far as to respect that of certain cultures? I don't think so. Not in the United States. So, but let's see what happens. So it was attempted honor killing. Did I say it was honor killing? It's attempted, but the girl survived and everything's okay. But she has younger siblings. That's my other concern. If the father doesn't get some sort of jail time or prison time, then he's going to feel empowered and think that he can do that to all his kids. You know, hey, look, you know, if you don't do what I say, I can try to choke you to death, or I can, well, he had threatened to honor kill the daughter for being rebellious. Apparently, if they would have been in Iraq, the way she behaved would have gotten her killed. So I don't know about Iraq other than, you know, what we hear in the news, but that's where the family's from. And that's all. So that's just my quick little update of what I've been doing. Other than that, you know, I'm here with my parents. I'm working. I'm temping. I'm not today, obviously, but I have my 4 cats that are sweet. I wish the cat would come up here. He's usually up here rubbing on me, but okay. Thanks, guys, for watching. And no questions about the case. Not that I know that much anyway, but watch it. It's Washington versus Ali. It's on Verdict Watch now. You could see it on Court TV, but on Court TV you have to deal with commercials every 5 minutes if you're not a member. So there's another one called Como News, Komo News. After I upload this, once it's up, maybe I could put a link. They're showing it. They showed the trial live, and I hope that they're going to show the verdict, but in order to know when the verdict comes in, I have to be on Court TV and see, because they've got a time clock running. And when the time clock runs out, they're either going to ask a question or the verdict is ready. So I'm on the edge of my seat. It's a very compelling case. Okay, guys. Okay, thanks. I'll try to do an ASMR video. I'm going to get some gum today, maybe. I just... I don't know, it's not the way I prefer to make money, but if I can still snap gum, I maybe should take advantage of that. I can barely snap anymore, but I still can. Okay, bye. I'm talking too much. Bye, guys. See you soon.